I'll say it's preserve us. We've got a beautiful sunny day after Henry's gone away. I've got the charcoals getting ready because today, lads, we're going to be smoking a corned beef brisket. So let's get started, me buckos. Welcome to another episode of Boomer Barbecue. Today, as I mentioned before, we're going to be smoking a corned beef brisket. I'd seen it done on quite a few videos. One of my favorite channels, Chud Barbecue, he did a what we call pastrami brisket, and he said the brine was pretty much almost the same as corned beef brisket. So I'm going to treat it as such, and as you see here, I did nothing but a pepper rub on it. So it's nothing but pepper. It's got plenty of salt already from the brine. It's nothing but flat, of course, being a flat cut. So there's no real thicker side, thinner side, so I think I'm going to place it sideways, long ways. So let's get her on because it's up to temperature. I put it in like this, right smack in the middle. Okay, we're going to be running 2 temperature probes. Again, one for the heat and one for the meat. So let's get those in. Should have had these prepped ready. Sorry guys. That takes 2 seconds. Alright, we're going to put this one. I guess we'll go on the top, dead center. That should be good. Alright. And number 2. This one's going to go in the probe holder. There we go. Let's set them through. Where is it? Do this by feel. 1 and 2. Still pretty hot. Okay, let me pour got my water for the, I always boil my water first, so it's nice and hot when I put it in. Okay. Okay. Alright. So a little of that water got on the bottom, and that's okay. Okay, so we're set to go. I'm going to let this sit for about 2 hours before I check on it, and then we'll be back. We'll see you in a little while. Okay, 2 hours has gone by, and as you can see, the temperature on this brisket is going up pretty quickly. You could just see it's 135. Fire is at, or the internal temperature is at 219 of the smoker, as I just put another piece of wood on. So let's take a look at her, see how she's coming along. Open up nice. She's looking pretty good. Still a little loose on the bark, but not too bad. Looking all right. I'm gonna give her a good spritz, and then we're gonna give her some more time. Maybe the 3rd hour. I don't know how it looks. Pretty. I might just was thinking about spinning it around, but it might not be necessary. Alright, let's give it a good spritz. Plenty of water in the water pan. Alright guys, gonna give her another hour and then we'll be back. See you in a bit. Okay, this is the third hour. The meat is doing pretty good. It's at 154. It's going rather quickly, but it is a small piece of brisket. I'm gonna try to flip it around. It's gonna be hot. I'll try to do it real quick, but first we're gonna give it a spritz. Hopefully that'll cool it down from my fingertips. So let's take a look. Open up. There we go. Looking very nice. Oh yeah. Man, it's rubbing a little bit off, but it's getting there. Alright, let's give this off. See if we can give it a quick flip. There we go. So the other side can get hit. Oof. Piece of fat coming out there. Alright. Okay, spritz time. I forgot to spritz it before I moved it. Alright, here we go. You can see it's got that nice red color from the smoke, but no doubt also from the brine. So, water pan's still doing well. I'm going to put a little bit more in there. I expect this will be ready to wrap in approximately next hour or so. So it's only a small piece. Then I'm going to finish it up in the oven because it's really hot out here and I'd like to go back inside and relax. So, alright, we'll see you guys again in another hour. Alright guys, I went a little past the hour because I was getting close to the wrapping point. I powered it through the stall, so it's at 167. So I'm ready to wrap it and put it in the oven. So let's see how she is. Pull her on out. Looking very nice. The rub is in there pretty good. Just pick it up a bit over here. Pull out the thermometer. Gonna bring that inside. Nice, beautiful red color. See, there's a fat layer in between here. Very nice. It's already feeling, you know, tender, so not much longer to go. Alright, let's bring it on over and wrap her up. Okay, we're all set to wrap. I already placed out the foil. I watched a video, a recent one by Harry Sue and Jeremy Yoder of Mad Scientist Barbecue, and they did a collab, and Harry Sue taught Jeremy how to do a competition brisket. I'm not going to do a competition brisket, but what I am going to do is wrap it the way he did. I'm not going to go with the butcher paper this time because I really want this to get tender and moist. It's a flat only. So I'm going to go strictly foil. And the first thing I'm going to do with it is we're going to make a boat. So before I do that, let me give it a good little spritz first. Make sure there's plenty of moisture in there. And then I'm going to also baste it with some beef tallow. That will help keep it moist during the time in the oven. Alright, that should do. Okay, first things first, let's make the boat. I'm gonna help keep onto the juice of the in one place. Okay. And then, sideways or this way? I think we'll do it this way. Long way seems like it'll fit better. So we'll put it here. We'll wrap both sheets across. And then wrap this up on the side. And she's all ready to go. And we'll put the blue one back in, a little tangle here. Put it back in the top where we had it. Let's see what the temperature is now. I hope my battery didn't die. I guess because I unplugged it. Because that has a turn off feature if you don't have a probe in it. Alright. Still 153, so we lost 10 degrees, but that's natural. It's gonna happen. Alright guys, this is going in the oven. 275 until it gets to around 205, then we'll probe for tenderness. See how she's feeling. If I need a little more, we'll go a little more. But we'll see you then. Okay guys, she's been in the oven for 3 hours at 170, and you can see by the time it's still about 167. So first thing we're going to do is pull this probe and open her up, see how she goes. Okay, she's looking mighty pretty. Let's probe her a couple times. See what we got. Oh yeah, no resistance. Right in. Let's see. Maybe a little resistance towards the end, but this side is very tender. Well, let's cut it up and see what we got. Okay. I don't want to do this with the camera. I'm going to need to see this, so hang on. Okay, I'm going to take a couple of slices. I'm going to make them kind of thin. You can see by the color, it's definitely corned, so it does kind of look like pastrami, kind of, but it's definitely, it is tender. It's a little, it pulls apart, but not like a regular brisket. And I don't know if that's because of the brine, but let's give it a taste. Tastes like corned beef. I don't really see a smoke ring. I don't know if it's because I had too much pepper or maybe the brine, but not really detecting like a smoky flavor. So kind of one. It still tastes great. I don't know if I'd do it again. But it's a really long and tedious method of making a corned beef, whether you can just throw it in the pot and boil it with some potatoes. So it came out okay. It's tender enough. It tastes good. It tastes just like corned beef, or maybe possibly, if I had it thin enough sliced, maybe a pastrami. But so that's the results. Pretty honest. I didn't want to, be blowing smoke up anybody's skirt about this. So it's tender. I guess it's still juicy. It's not juicy like I'm not seeing. I mean, it's got a bit of jiggle. I don't know if there's part point in here, or there is some juice. Yeah, you can. So there is juice in here. So in the long run, it's not a failure, but it's not really a success. So, but don't let this stop you if you want to try to experiment with it. It's it's up to you guys. I mean, I love corned beef, so it's not going to be a problem for me. So anyhow, thanks for spending this time with me on this little journey. And take care, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget to keep on smiling.